feedback on YouTube, via text and calls, and we really appreciate. This is me, the Love Doctor on IT Television. I am Left for Divine, relationship expert, marriage counselor, and like she said, there's a lot that we are going to be looking at, and today's another beautiful time, beautiful topic. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned, and I'm sure, as usual, you're going to have a blast. Thank you.
Of course, just as you're going to have a blast, because our topic of discussion today is what is trending. What is trending? In fact, when I say what is trending, we all know what's out there, and we all know the phase in which we are right now. There are so many things that are going on right now, and there are so many contributors towards relationship and marriages. You know, we have online in-laws, we have offline in-laws, and it goes on and on. There are so many things that contribute to breakup, misunderstanding, misconception, and the list goes on and on. But what are these reasons? Is it because we found the wrong person? Do you even find the wrong person? Or is it because you found the right person and you are not going the right way? Or is it because you're not doing things the right way? There are so many questions. And some of your comments that I've been getting, I'm sure we're going to trash some of the issues today. And like you always know, once we start the program, we're already open. So whether your questions, concerns, our topic of discussion or not, please feel free to ask a question no matter the direction. Welcome on board once more. We're going to take on this musical break, and when I come back, of course, we
Non, je fais bon. Je ne suis pas parfaite, Anna. À qui est, je ne suis pas une vierge. Oh. À tout sur terre, ne doute jamais de ma loyauté pour toi. À tout sur terre, ne doute jamais de mon amour. Anna, moi, Anna, yeah, yeah. Anna, Anna, voilà, moi. Anna, moi, Anna, yeah, yeah. Anna, Anna, voilà, moi. Anna, Anna, voilà, moi. Anna, moi, Anna, yeah, yeah. Anna, Anna, voilà, moi. Sur moi, ça ne me concerne pas. C'est ce que toi tu penses de moi. C'est ça qui m'intéresse. C'est ce que tu dis sur moi. C'est ça qui pourra nous détruire. Tout de même que l'eau de la mer n'est pas salée. Tout à tout bébé. Tout de même de la couleur du ciel. Ne doute jamais de moi. Ne doute jamais de moi, oh bébé. Ne doute jamais de ma loyauté. Je t'aime vraiment beaucoup.
Dr. Beck did it.
Social media has a great way to connect people together, and well, it also has there is a side of it that so many people are yet to accept it, in as much as we all know it. But you know that moment when you know something but it's difficult for you to come out plain and admit it out there. Welcome on board. If you just tune in, this is Meet the Love Doctor program, and you are currently watching us live from our studios here in Malingo Boya High TV. So if you're wondering what is going to be our topic of discussion today, of course I just gave you a tip of the iceberg, and yes, our topic of discussion today, we are discussing on the topic relationships and social media. What are the do's and don'ts? Relationships and social media have a very strong bond. I mean, out of social media, or I should say out of the internet, we have things like long distance relationships. We have, you can easily talk to people on phone, you can easily communicate, you can easily send messages. I mean, there is a strong connection, and so over time this has turned to bring the good and the bad. I mean, there is the side where you all feel so wow, and sometimes people are like, okay, I'm going to keep this phone aside, I'm not going on social media again. I mean, there are persons who have actually decided to stay off social media, probably because of what happened to them, or maybe the experiences, the bullying that they got on social media. But why did they get the bullying they got on social media? Is it because they posted everything about themselves on social media? Is it the way they carried themselves on social media? Is it the way they talk about other people on social media? There are so many reasons as to why people want to stay of social media. So today we are talking on the topic relationships and social media. What are the do's and don'ts? What is that thing that your partner does that you're not so pleased about it on social media? Is it the memes? Is it when he posts you and you don't post him? Is that even a call for concern? But today on Meet the Love Doctor program, we are going to be trashing down so many of those points that I'm sure you have been wondering about. And beginning on the topic of discussion, let's first of all begin by understanding what social media is all about, because I'm sure some people will be like, okay, social media is probably just because they're on Facebook, they think that's social media, or maybe because they're on WhatsApp, that's social media. Well, what is social media all about? And I think the Love Doctor has something to tell us, as in, what's your own opinion about social media?
Well, thank you very much, and once more, you're all welcome to Meet the Love Doctor on High Television. I am Left for Divine, the Love Doctor, relationship expert and counselor. They call me the Love Doctor. Remember that building emotional intelligence and promoting mental health is the goal of this great program, and I'm sure that your participation, we really appreciate your participation, your interaction. I think we are looking forward to your calls and your texts. I think the first thing is, social media as a whole describes interactive technologies.
Mm-hmm.
When you talk about social media, we're talking about, there's some key things that come into play.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about technology and evolution of technology, but not any kind of technology, interactive technologies. There is a networking. There is, I'm using keywords that try to describe this. There is virtual communities.
Okay.
Creating virtual communities. So, social media, if we take the term, it has to do with the social platforms, the interactive technologies that have created virtual communication, networking for the sharing, creation of content, sharing of ideas, sharing of content, interaction that has gone beyond one-on-one to community interactions, to group interactions, and so it involves all of that. So whatever platform or whatever that has, we have, because some people, like you said, some people think it's only about Facebook. Well, Facebook is popular. Yes, we have Twitter, That's what is now X.
Yeah.
We have
That's a high level of, I mean, not just for anyone. Yeah.
there's LinkedIn, the WhatsApp, Instagram, TikTok, etc., and many more that might not be popular in our area,
Yeah.
but are popular in other areas.
Yes.
So we have all of that. This sharing of information, creating and sharing content for these virtual communities and network, it's what we describe as social media. So it's it has brought the world to that global village,
Yeah.
where we can be able to interact at maybe a high scale. At first, imagine how it was to communicate at first, maybe by sending a letter through the post office. Before scanning came, there was what we call fax.
Yeah.
I'm not
Fax.
sure our children even know what is fax and all of that. So things have evolved in such a way that you can literally drop something right now and it enters 1 million people's phone at once.
At once.
At once.
Before
once.
you even delete it.
At once.
And some of them you delete and it stays.
Yes. So that is what social media in general is. I think that was first of all a general question you asked.
Yeah.
And I think that's basically what it is.
Okay, that's your own understanding, and I'm sure most people also bear in mind that it's not just about the communication, the network. There are so many other things that are involved, and even the way we use social media as well. So we're going to talk about, our focus this evening is on social media and relationships. Talking about social media and relationships, how does it affect relationships positively? I think we're going to start with the positive aspects, then we move over to the negative aspect, because we all know that for everything there is the good and the bad. So how do you think it affects relationships positively?
There is quite a number of ways that social media has enhanced relationships. And before we focus on love relationships, we'll look at relationships in general.
Yeah.
Now, when we talk about enhancing any kind of relationship, we will always say communication is key. And social media has facilitated communication in a way that is not beside you. Either you will need to travel
before you
can be able to talk to the person, before you can be able to communicate in a certain way with the person, or you might have to send letters that might take days, months
to get to them,
and all of that.
And some of them even get missing along the way. Sure.
But now there's an evolution. Things have changed in such a way that, do you remember the time when maybe your dad would buy a phone for the house? A home phone.
Yeah.
So that when he's out, he can be able to talk to somebody in the house.
Yeah.
So now, that one also required you to be at home.
Yeah, for you to take the call.
It required, but now we have family groups, WhatsApp groups, where we can discuss.
Yeah.
Teachers can follow up. Homeworks.
Yeah.
Class groups, school groups. Leaders can follow up whatever is happening with the people under them, under their leadership, and so on. So there is a facilitation of communication that has made some things easier. Family communications easier.
Yeah.
It has made learning easier. Whether you like it or not, with the internet, with virtual communication.
True.
And as the day goes on and on, we are so much make learning easier, communication faster, communication easier. Social media has made it has given you opportunity to meet with people that you might have not been able to meet with them on your own. For example, Facebook gives you opportunity to meet with your friends' friends.
Yeah, true.
There are people who have over 5,000, about 5,000 friends.
Yeah.
Now, when it's clogged, you can still be able to have followers in unlimited numbers.
Yeah.
So, there are people that you have been able to access just because you are in a common group. That means, without you having the person's number, someone else can become a link. There are people who you have been in a group and you are surprised who is also part of that group.
Who is also part of the group?
Because every person in this life that you think is difficult to meet has people that have their number.
That's true.
So it has also given us access to people that maybe we have not been able to have. You know, a friend's friend, a friend's this, and all of that.
Friends.
Good. So
And it goes
yes,
on and
I
on.
think it has given us ability to interact at phenomenal ways, and these are just a few of some of those positive
ways that social media
has impacted our
helps to improve or to impact relationships out there. And of course, talking about how social media helps to improve or impact relationships, let's look at how social media impacts relationship, because out there you can bear with me that there are negative aspects as to how social media has affected relationships. I mean, there are relationships that have separated because of maybe a meme that somebody posted, or maybe, you know, one thing or the other, just because of an online post or something. I mean, there are so many reasons, or there are so many effects that social media has on relationships. So we're going to move straight away to the negative aspects. In as much as it contributes, it also affects relationship in a negative way. So let's talk about the negative aspects, as in how has social media, let's put it to our current time, like nowadays, how is social media affecting relationships of today?
One of the advantages that maybe I did not highlight,
Okay.
or I highlighted, or maybe I just mentioned it in passing, is the sharing of information.
Okay.
The internet and social media is the flow of information,
Yeah.
which has saved the lives of people as well as created some problems. And one of the challenges of relationship and social media is, let me break it down.
Okay.
Let's start with the very fact that social media is very addictive.
Yeah. Very, very.
Let's start from there.
I mean, some of us will sleep on social media and
It's
wake
actually
up on social media.
it's actually a psychosocial research. This is not just exaggerations.
Yeah.
I think people can do their findings.
True.
And it has been researched at different levels, academically, psychosocial studies, and a lot of things. And it is, and in fact, the upcoming generation is at risk with their attention their attention span. It's reducing because of this screen time.
Yeah.
You know, our children are coming to that place that it looks
their
like
focus, concentration.
Yes, it looks like they cannot live without screens.
Yeah.
You know, it is sad to know that, because anything that is addictive must be treated with care.
True.
Anything that is addictive
must be treated with care.
Because its abuse must be imminent.
Yeah.
Its abuse must just be in the pipeline. There are a lot of people that don't know that they are addicted. That's why some people can drop their ID card and not know it for the whole day.
But they cannot drop their phone for 5 minutes and not realize that their phone is missing.
Their adrenaline is
My goodness.
pumping. You know,
Yeah.
and all of us are guilty one way or the other.
Yeah.
This is the truth.
It's everywhere.
But social media addiction is dangerous, because now that we're narrowing our focus to relationships, this is the reason why people will go out on a date, yet they are not talking. to the person they are with on that
They are
date.
laughing memes and posts.
Good. They are somewhere else. You know, you can be here, but you're somewhere else.
You're somewhere else. True.
You get that.
I get that.
So it is in as much as it has helped communication, it has also made people who are close far. It has brought people who are far close, and it has brought people also who are close.
You know, it's
far.
ironical, right?
Yes.
Because it's brought people who are far close, and people who are even close, like further away from each other. It's really ironical.
Yes, because it keeps giving you that access to you know, generally people like what looks far-fetched. People like, that's why there's something called familiarity.
Yeah.
You understand?
I get.
That's why there are people that, just imagine how many times families have discussions nowadays. How many times, you know, when we were growing up, there used to be family discussions, there used to be storytelling.
These days, they have turned family meetings to be on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and all of those
Yeah.
things. So, is there, take note, we're focusing on the disadvantage right now.
Yeah, we're focusing
So
on disadvantages.
there is the addiction, that potential addiction
Yeah.
is really crazy.
True.
Now there's also the privacy concerns. The truth about social media also is, as it's evolving, we are still having a lot of evolution also on its laws and terms. You know, there are privacy concerns right now on social media. Have you ever talked about something that you wanted and the next moment you saw the advert?
Yes, I was talking to my cousin the other day, and I told her that I feel like we are being monitored.
Of course, it's not. It's
because I don't know how come I would think about a particular dress, or I think about a particular place, and the next day it's on my timeline on Facebook. Suggestions. I don't understand. Like, how does that even work?
Sometimes you just meet somebody on the road, and by the time you are going back, they have already suggested that person to you. On
people you may know, like,
yes.
I don't understand. Of course, these people should be reading our minds. They have some sort of connection. And this thing, I don't know. I think I don't know. Maybe they are, I don't know what I can describe it that are somehow connected to how we think.
No,
or, I don't know.
It's simple.
Happens?
It's simple. There are so many things that you did without knowing.
Okay.
For example, when you were setting up your TikTok, they asked you your likes.
Yeah, true.
Now, and some people are like, oh, why this teacher didn't show man information on educational things? When they asked you on TikTok to put your likes, did you click education? No, you went to entertainment, music, dancing. Now, when they are showing you, because this was given the algorithm, they need to get you hooked up.
Yeah.
So you told them your likes.
Yeah.
Are you understanding what I'm saying?
You.
The TikTok we are using.
But Apostle, I'm thinking about something that I have not like commented somewhere. I've not said anything.
I'm coming.
I've not taken any maybe like the algorithm. I don't know, but I just sat down.
No, listen,
I'm thought coming. About this thing, and then I'm seeing it on my
You
timeline.
asked a question.
Okay.
That was just one of the things. I was just giving you all the possibilities.
All right.
One, we give this information without knowing.
Okay.
That's what I was trying to point.
All right.
Two, there are conversations that are not encrypted.
Of course.
Why do you think Facebook Messenger is easily hacked? The only time that's why you see it took a time for WhatsApp to tell you that this thing is end-to-end encryption. Tell you that even they cannot read. That's to tell you that there are so many. Even if that's not the case, that's to tell you that there are so many conversations that you thought were private that are not private.
Of course, they are not private. Why will you send somebody a message and then Facebook or WhatsApp deletes a message and tell the person that this message was deleted?
So these are just realities that we find. They are also very secure. For example, many people don't know that Telegram is very much secure than even WhatsApp.
To an extent, yeah.
No, than WhatsApp it's not even comparable. It's just that WhatsApp is popular, and all of that. But that's not even the focus. Also, your interaction on social media tells you a lot. Look, AI is smart. It's not a joke. Are you understanding
I
me?
get you.
This mic that when I call, you talk to, and I listen to, is sometimes it's on that you don't know. It's part of your settings.
Yeah. Okay.
It's part of your settings.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this,
Yeah.
so AI, let me put it in quotes, can listen on your conversations. The same way you can say, Google, give me this. Are you understanding what I'm trying to say?
Exactly.
So sometimes
Like
I say, sometimes you have those conversations, likes, the things you're browsing on, and all of those things. Now, for example, the one of you meeting somebody,
Yeah.
sometimes it's locations that shows that both of us were in the same place. Like right now,
Yeah.
if your location is on, my location is on, it's clear that both of us are in the same premises.
Are in the same place.
So if we are not yet friends, it's possible for Facebook
To help us
AI
connect.
to help you connect. So it can help us connect. No,
Yeah.
I'm just showing you.
I'm
These are
getting you.
yes, these are some of those things. So the realities of social interactions now, these privacy concerns they are crazy. That's why you see people now break up. For example, somebody, you can break up. Imagine, we are not advocating for this, but these are
Yeah.
realities of things that happen. Imagine you sent your nude
Oh my goodness.
to a loved one.
Yeah.
Are you understanding? The person is and so-called this and that were actually shared, but by an ex.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Who got angry? Sometimes they don't share it from their IP, from themselves. They can put it out there for it to be seen. I don't know. I'm just trying to show
Yeah,
you.
I'm getting you.
These are realities. Now, there are privacy concerns
Okay.
because some of these things now have. Most of the times, it's people who are rich and have influence that can really follow through with us. The internet law, it's still not. It's still taking shape. There are still so many things that we good lawyers can argue.
True.
Take note, few people will ever see the apology.
I even yeah, I would not like to call the particular block, yeah, but there is a block. I heard some people talking about it on in class quarters the other day, that if you send them a particular information, you are paid 5,000 francs. Apparently something happened within them, and then somebody sent the information and they were like, well, now we really betray you so because of 5,000, like, so you can imagine how easily information can spread within, I mean, this is a small group. Just because social media is there, something that was supposed to be made, meant for the private ears, just within that group is out there right now.
Yeah.
And just like you said, the person can drop it and say sorry.
Yes.
If the person who, let me say, the victim gets to find out who did this, the person will just say, "Okay, I'm sorry."
So
Like,
even write back and say that the information was unverified. They apologize for it, but that apology will not trend.
It will not. It
Are you
will
understanding?
not even
People will not be
seen.
posting the thing that was said with the apology.
The apology, nothing. It's not going to be.
So
done
go
that
and
way.
check people who did a post
Yeah.
and check their apologies. You will get a post usually have more likes and views than the apology. These are some realities.
True.
And then
True.
let me also just mention this dangerous one. The temptations also are high,
Yeah.
in the sense that
Yeah.
take a taxi or something. Person famous is you rise at a taxi. Where do you go?
Yeah.
Somebody, and all of those kind of things. To see somebody, you needed to move from one location to another. But now, 100 MB is enough.
And everything is okay.
Good. So you can. That's why. Now you have your wife. People don't need to come to your compound to hustle her.
Yeah.
They are hustling her
Online.
right while the person is beside you.
Yeah.
Sometimes you are with somebody, you are having nice. Is chatting someone else beside you.
And telling the person, I'm not married. Sitting beside, imagine your husband sitting beside you and telling another woman online that I'm not married.
It's the same
I'm
thing also.
married, my wife died 4 years ago.
The same thing also. Women sit beside their husband. Let's really balance this thing. It's not only their husband.
I'm just thinking of how terrible it can be like. So your wife is sitting beside you, you are telling another woman that you married and your wife died 4 years ago.
Yes. These are the realities. That's what we talk about. You see, it interacts. It's interlaced with the misinformation
True.
and all of those things. So now, Why is this so? It's because although the positive aspect is that we now have access to unlimited information. Take note that it was a pro in the side that things, because information also is power, things that people used to use over others' head, because that information, people used to take information and keep so that they are influential, they are powerful. But now, with the coming of internet, it has placed this information at our fingertips, at a click, at a go. There is hardly something that, in fact, there are people who are earning right now. That was one of the advantage. Jobs. There are jobs that at first needed some physical. There are people who have sat in their house, like graphic designers, and made millions upon millions,
of course,
because of their virtual
web
creations.
designers, graphic designers,
tech people.
in general,
So it has created jobs and all of that. Now there is information. There are people that have learned how to bake by tutorials online,
on YouTube and all the rest.
Good. You see, people learning experience, like we said, information has come at a click. But now see the challenge. The same way you have access to information. It is known, it is actually said that this Android phone, or the phones we have right now, are faster and greater and whatever than the first supercomputer. That supercomputer that could fill a building. All of this has been compressed. You have this. There are phones right now, phones that are close to 1 tera in space.
You don't even need to carry. I mean, you can just buy space, like there's iCloud.
In the cloud.
There's
exactly.
So
where you can access whatever you have anywhere in the world.
Drive, just anywhere you are.
Exactly.
Just one click and you get it.
But now see the challenge. The same way you have access to all of these things has access also to you.
True.
And that's the danger.
That's it.
The danger now is what? A parent is in danger of what their child is interacting with, from creeps, from pedophiles online, to sex offenders, molesters, and all of that. Have you back then, when we used to go to cyber cafe? Do you remember cyber cafe?
Yeah.
Were you born by that time?
You pay 100 francs, I think. I won.
Okay. So when you go to cyber cafe,
Course,
back then, sometimes you are just browsing, you have to see, click this link. You just hear one sound, click this link if you are not less than 18. As if when you are clicking, they'll feel it from your fingertips.
As if they'll feel it.
Are you getting it? Now, because of that, you have access. Some don't even appear like that. Some like, read this inbox, go and click it. Now it might appear the first time.
The pop-up apps.
Yes, it might pop up the first time, you ignore. Pop up the second time, one day just say, "Man, I really see it a different year." That's how people have gotten addicted and hung up on porn and all of these things. So there is a lot of this access. The world now has access to you. Not only you have access to the world, and that's a dangerous thing. Are you understanding what I'm saying? At first, some things were protected. Now, the same way you have access to the world has access to you. You get it? You can, your wife can be going to the gym, and then the gym instructor continue the gym this thing after now. If they were meeting only the gym, there was no social media. After I take number, says, "No, I'll give you information on some tutorials." Before long, you're like, wow, that's your body is looking, you are glowing, and that's how it is. You are glowing, you are looking good, and all of those things. I don't know. Are you getting? So, and this has increased a lot of promiscuity, a lot of flirting. There are a lot of people that before they want to travel, that's when they started to condom all over. How are you? Or we're coming back this December. I'm planning to marry you, and all of those things. And all of those kind of things. At first, you need to travel to another town, look for somebody, but now you can tell the person, "I'll be in your town next week. We'll do how." And all of those things. So now the world has access to you, and therefore it becomes tricky for us to understand the dangers of such access.
True. And if you're watching us at home this evening, please do well to join us in the conversation of relationships and social media. What are the do's and don'ts? So today, this evening, we're talking about social media and relationships. What do you think is pleasing, or what do you find annoying about this particular media? How is it being used, and how do you think it should be used? What do you find not so pleasing, the way people use it? How do you want to tell us this evening? So the number is right there on your screen. You can do well to send us a text message or call us, because we do take calls on the program. So you know that thing that is boiling boiling inside of you, right? So you can call and we'll be glad to hear from you this evening. So we're going to move straight away on to talk about the do's and the don'ts. Oh my gosh. Should partners post each other on social media? Should they post memes and tag their partners? Should they insult their partners on social media? Should they go on social media when they wrong their partners and say, baby, I'm sorry for doing so wrong. Baby, I forgive you. Should they do all of that? And it goes on and on. So since our focus today is on the do's and the don'ts on social media, we're going to move straight away onto that. What do you think partners should do or should not do on social media? What is that thing that you've been talking to that your friend about that they shouldn't do on social media, or they should do? So what do you think partners should do or shouldn't do on social media? We are still here having that conversation. I am with the Love Doctor himself, and of course we are moving straight away to talk about the do's. What do you think, or how do you think partners should express love to one another on social media? Love Doctor.
One of the safest ways to use social media is to ask yourself a question.
Okay.
Imagine this is not virtual.
Okay.
How would my interactions be?
True. And how are you going to be able to...
No, have you understood my point?
Yeah. How would the interactions be between us?
Yes.
Okay.
Like, I want to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Now, because for me, that's the safest way.
Okay.
And I want you to, because if you honestly answer that question, it will help to bring some checks and balances to even expectations. Let's assume we are dating, right?
Yeah.
And we come for a high TV meeting.
I get your point.
How will you relate with me? Will you, during that meeting, while Mr. Eno is talking, you are leaning on me?
But your partners are very clingy to one another.
I'm not refusing.
Of course not.
No, get it.
Of course not.
There are people who are clingy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
These are the exceptions. I told you that every time we're addressing something, we don't address the exceptions.
Yeah, let's keep aside.
And just the very clinging can be a topic on its own.
Yeah. Which
people themselves, few people actually like clingy people. Even clingy people don't like clingy people. Really? When it really comes to the person that have never really given them the taste of their own medicine.
Really?
I'm telling you.
Okay.
Because the very people who always talk about I want freedom.
Freedom. How will a clingy person want freedom?
No, everybody wants.
Okay.
Anyway, we're coming to that.
Anyways,
I'm just giving a picture.
Yeah.
So we're in the meeting. Scratch my back. My back is scratch. If you scratch me small, are you understand what I'm saying?
There's a fly in your head. Let me remove it.
Can you do that? Now, if you cannot do that, you should not be expecting all the muchi things on a WhatsApp group.
Yeah. On stages as well. And
are you getting what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Let's be practical.
Yeah.
You are just having an audience. See social media as an audience. And if you see like that, what are the intentional things you do when there's an audience?
Yeah.
Are you understanding what I'm saying?
You.
It's very simple.
Yeah.
Even there's a reason why the kind of dress you wear when you are in your room is different from what you wear when you even come to the parlor. Normally you're supposed to even what you wear inside your room is different from what you put on at the sitting room.
Yeah.
It should be different from what you step out to go and carry water in the morning with. There are girls who have confused boys in the compound. The boys are fighting to carry water early in the morning, not because there's any water. They are just standing on the line to see the girls how they will come out to carry the water. Now, especially in Moliko Boya, you don't know the difference between the people at home and the people on the road. You will see people with, I don't know how they call them, cyclists. Cyclists. How do they call? What is the English name of cyclists?
I think maybe
because I really want my audience, even in America, to understand what I'm talking about.
Kolang.
Kolang.
I don't know if it's Kolang or it's what they call it again. But I'm sure
such an inner way. Things that we used to be shocked when we see it even show by mistake under a girl's skirt.
Yeah.
Now they wear it without pants. Of course, you don't wear it with pants. And wear t-shirt without bra.
Hey.
Are you understanding? At first, it was this tiny boob girls that were doing this. Now the girls don't care. I mean, you see them. That's how they're walking. And that's what is happening.
Doctor, the way you're describing this thing is like
every day we are seeing it. It's tormenting us on the streets.
That's how somebody will go and enter electric pole thinking that it's speed break.
It is terrible. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Very, very terrible.
So my point is this. These are some of the things that we are talking about. There are shorts I can wear in my room. Like by the time I'm stepping out, I adjust. If you see social media like that, you would begin to understand the different levels.
Yeah.
For example, there are things that I even put on my status that I know I can disappear in 24 hours, that I will not put on my wall and leave it there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just want to show you there's a life. There's an interaction. What you wear to the beach is not what you wear to go and do passport.
True.
This is
True.
If you see life like that,
it's not what you wear to an office and
good.
It goes on and on.
So it's so difficult. That's another challenge also social media.
Yeah.
It's so difficult to bring out strict do's and don'ts.
True.
Are you understanding what I'm saying?
Because it differs from person to person.
For example, the kind of thing I've seen. Do you know how many girls would have been posting the pictures of their boobs and their vagina on Facebook if there were no restrictions? Go and now see what they do on TikTok.
Because now they come and dress online. Good. Let's dress together.
Good.
Watch me how I dress and go to work this morning.
Yes.
Watch me how I undress and go and bathe.
So imagine some of these platforms never had rules.
Imagine.
That's why you see. Terrible. Just look at what people do on TikTok. You get it?
Yeah.
Because of some of this. So we must start asking ourselves certain questions.
True.
So before, I want to say this because some people just be like, no, tell me to do. What works for me and my brother. I'm not here to just come. We are saying, and we will not start going to all of those now subjective scenarios.
True.
But then the safest way is to ask yourself, this is my space. This is me. Even just for status. Status requires that I have your number, you have my number. That's already a closeness.
Yeah.
What do I want these close people to know, to see, to understand?
True.
And all of that, the same, and all of that. So this is what guides me about my do's and my don'ts. Now there are other factors that guides with do's and don'ts.
Okay.
It involves what? Your job, who you are.
Yeah.
Are you understand what I'm saying?
I get you.
There are things that if you post, even people, let's not pretend that let's post, you say even you too. No, let's be. You cannot
people will be shocked.
You cannot be a parliamentarian, a politician, a president, the governor, or the governor's wife, and you are dancing with your bum and putting it.
Social media.
Does it mean that you cannot dance with your bum? It's your bum. But
it's not a state bomb.
Are you getting it? It's your bomb. But who you are, whether you like it or not, there are certain restrictions. There are certain things. Just to talk about these privacy concerns.
Yeah.
Do you know there's a country of blood that if you see that you have never been used to, you can collapse.
True.
Right?
Yeah.
There are many people that when they went to medical school, as they entered theater or something, they saw blood, they collapsed. Are you getting me?
I'm getting you.
Now, but then imagine the kind of raw images. Sometimes you just sit and you're on your phone, you don't even know which group posted it. Have you ever seen those kind of things? Where you see even in your gallery?
It's so aching.
Good.
It's so aching.
Nasty images.
It's so aching.
Uncovered.
So aching.
Uncut, uncensored. You get it?
I get
because yet we don't have these laws.
Yeah.
Because I can send it to you and there is no court you can go and take me to. But I think these things will come. As things will be evolving, we are going to get there.
True.
So generally, I'm sure there are more specific questions I would like you to ask.
Yeah.
But I am generally saying that there is a way to treat social media. Look at your personality. Don't tell me that what I show on social media That's not me. No. Even companies right now check social media handles as background check.
True.
You understand? Because I always say that I don't care if that's not you or not, because there are two things. If that's not you, then because why will you be doing that?
It's a call for concern.
Secondly, if that's you, that's secondly the second option that that's issues that come about now with the usage of the social media.
Yes, of course, we're going to be handling those specific issues. I mean, we have a whole lot of them to talk about. There are so many issues that come up as to how we handle or as to how we use social media as partners, as a person, first of all, even before being in a relationship, as a person, first of all, how you use it, and then even in the relationship, how do you use it? You find people posting some kind of things that make the other persons feel very, very uncomfortable. Well, we're going to be handling those issues, but I would call on you to take on this musical interlude, of course, so that you get to digest, and maybe that question that you want to ask us as well, you get to digest the topic of discussion and also prepare. So when we come back, we talk on the other aspects. Stay tuned.
The promise. This year, you gon' make that money this year. You go drive that motor this year. God go open new doors this year. This year, thunder go fire that wish man waste done. For your lane, Holy Ghost, stay back. You must accomplish your dreams this year. This year, this year. You gon' make that money this year. You go drive that motor this year. God go open new doors this year. This year, you must accomplish your dreams this year. Yeah. One day, now one day, I did tell you, say God, no stop for the meditate. I don't bring good news, make you celebrate. This life for you see so. If you trust the Lord, blessings now follow come. Stay alert, pray again, proclaim again, stay alert. No the act like my way sabi Jesus, no the fail. Trust in the Lord, the miracles go come your way. This year no fit pass you. Holy angels hold you for up like that sun where it shine very bright. You be the light. I pray say your heart desires materialize. If they like to talk trash, you stay on point. They will don't already lose. You been a priceless jewel. This year no fit pass you by.
This year, go be na Mecca honey this year. You go get that bolo this year. God go open new doors this year. This year, this year. Matters are rising, no go crush you down. Holy Ghost, them a matter make way. You must accomplish your dreams this year. This year, this year. Go be na Mecca honey this year. You go get that bolo this year. God go open new doors this year. This year, this year. Matters are rising, no go crush you down. Holy Ghost, them a matter make way. You must accomplish your dreams this year. This year, hey. I don't come again, no. I must talk again, no. Holy Spirit in my mouth, I go talk, prophesy. You must shine, multiply, oh. I know the talk what I don't know. Action.
You cannot speak something what you don't know.
You must to make this year stand strong. Christ in me, I don't belong to the Godhead. Strong belong, my past man. When the man, I got the man. Now your time, it is written, rest assured. This now your prime, God is saying it is done. Say a prayer, not the cry, just the time. Now you got miracles, go plenty, everything go happen as I talk. Promises come to pass, I be the sent one. Bid you go jump and pass, you be the blessed one.
You gon' make that money this year. You go drive that motor this year. God go open new doors this year. This year, thunder go fire that wish man waste done. For your lane, Holy Ghost stay above. You must accomplish your dreams this year.
This year, go be na Mecca honey this year. You go get that bolo this year. God go open new doors this year. This year, this year. Matters are rising, no go crush you down. Holy Ghost, them a matter make way. You must accomplish your dreams this year. This year, hey.
You gon' make that money this year. You go drive that motor this year. God go open new doors this
Welcome board, and if you just tune in, just so you know, this is Meet the Love Doctor program, which comes up every Saturdays as from 7:30 p.m. here at High Television Malingo Boyan. Yes, of course, we are currently beaming live. And before we went on that musical break, we were talking on the talking points, relationships and social media. What are the do's and don'ts? And yes, we're talking about the do's. Of course, we cannot really give a striking separation as to the do's and the don'ts, because to an extent it varies per person. What another partner will want you to do, another won't want you to do, as per when you're in a relationship with them. What is, they say, it's really sweet for another man, the bitter for another man more. So we are going to talk about we're going to talk more on the do's and don'ts. Now, I have this particular aspect, this particular question as concerns the do's. So should partners post their problems on social media?
Okay.
Because we have partners. There are people who you can literally tell what's happening in their relationships just watching their status on social. Like, you can tell if they are fine, if the relationship is going on well, or if it's not going on well. So should they post about themselves on social media, especially their problems?
Now, it is very petty to seek validation and pity from the masses, from the crowd, from people. I've told you, and all of this will go back to the thing I said at the beginning, that the easiest way to stay on track is, let's remove the social media aspect on it. Then imagine it like this: instead of status, imagine yourself going from one house to another. Your neighbor has and dropping one information there, because that's all what you have done by one post. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say.
I get your point.
This generation has lost the virtue called discretion. Discretion.
Okay.
Discretion. In fact, our generation is running on that erroneous idea that to speak your truth, like, are we saying that people should shy away and die in silence? No. But we are saying not every information is for everybody.
Like what's happening right now on social media, you see people going on podcasts to talk about
others,
what happened in their relationship, marriage that has been broken for over 4 years. You're coming to talk about intimate things about each other.
Do you know why?
Like, it's terrible.
It's because there is a demand. There's a time I've always been saying this. I'm a pastor.
Okay.
Yes. I am a pastor, and I know the things that are said about pastors.
Yeah.
And one time I was teaching, and I told the people, I hear you people talk a lot about, these fake prophets, these fake men of God, taking people's money, doing this, doing that. Now, let me ask you a question. We studied something in economics called demand and supply.
Okay.
Which one comes first, supply or demand?
Of course,
it's demand.
Demand comes first now.
As long as there is demand, economics will tell you that as long as there is a demand, there must be a supply. Somebody must swoop in to supply. I keep telling people, there are the number of fake pastors come because of the number of fake Christians.
Compromise.
Not the compromise. They are looking for something that those fake preachers supply.
That's what I'm saying. Compromise. They are looking for places that are going to feel comfortable, where their compromises are going to be
not just the compromises.
Of,
I don't want to just look at it only in the light of evil and compromises.
Okay.
We are looking at, for example, like people talk about money manipulation,
okay,
sales of things.
Okay.
These same, are you understanding what like
miracles?
Good. These same things, the sales of indulgences and all of those things. People are buying it at any price because they are unwilling to go through the process.
Okay.
The process of knowing God for themselves, the process of sitting down and being planted in God's house so that you can flourish. These pastors know that person who has come to their church today will not come next week. Are you understanding what I'm
get
saying?
you. I get you.
Am I saying that what they're doing is right? No,
No.
I am not. I'm trying to point something.
Okay.
Coming back to this point, we have a attention seeking generation. We have a generation that, in fact, attention is the new currency.
True.
Are you understanding what I'm saying?
get you.
So, people, even when bloggers call you and ask you to tell the truth, they are not interested in the truth. They are interested in what will trend.
Yeah.
Are you understanding what I'm
Sometimes
saying?
it's a trap.
It's a trap.
Yeah.
Now, people are looking for controversial things, and people say, tell your truth. Even the people who have interviewed so-called victims are not truly caring about that person. They truly care, but about them being the first to break the news, how much their page will grow, how to monetize their content, and so on. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. So, since we have this demand, there is now a supply. I told you that we have lacked what they call discretion.
True.
People have not yet known that what was told you in confidence, when you put in a relationship, you have no right to voice it out, even when the relationship is over. You have no right. And that's why some people are suffering now when they go and touch somebody who has money and can follow the case.
That's why they say don't date somebody that doesn't have anything to lose.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you will see people will go and rubbish. And now, since people like content, they present it, and people will stop looking at the part that person who is talking as a victim played.
Yeah.
Are you understanding?
They don't even look at it.
No, they don't look at it because they want to. They need that content.
Yeah.
You understand?
I get you.
Relationship now has become content creation, which was not so. This is a dangerous. We are striking dangerous grounds here.
True.
So, can you be happy that you have a boyfriend that before people finish having a problem, it don't wrong over either a family or your own family go to talk about her?
I know I feel
Good. Then now, imagine the person put you all your problem to the whole world.
Imagine. So that's why some people have even separated, because once you put your problem out there, A will come and say, that girl this, so that girl do, my brother leave it. Another person will come and say, oh, my brother, that's when that girl do. Hey, they get a very bad girl. Oh,
the first
so
thing
many
is,
opinions come in.
I know somebody's asking, maybe I was looking for help because there's the hide my ID stuff. Let me explain something
opinions,
to you.
yeah.
Let me explain something to you. You can't take your problem that you say you don't have. You don't know the answer.
Yeah, solution.
The solution.
Yeah.
You come and you throw it out in the market square, and you have 10,000 opinions.
Comments on it.
Right? And you say you will pick the right one.
Never.
Why is it so? It's not just because the comments are too many. It's because they say water must take a level. It means that whatever. The reason why we look forward to mentors and experts is because you agree that you have limited expert knowledge about something. You cannot not know something and think you have the ability to choose the best answer.
True.
You will still choose, but you will still pick the thing of your level. I don't know if I'm making sense. It means you will still go, but for what appeases you. You get me?
I get
People cannot just throw something and you don't even know who is answering you, or you're picking the answer. You get it? So we are struggling in this generation because of this. So I don't think that partners should be voicing. In fact, there's something you just mentioned here. Let me just say this.
Okay.
As a counselor, there are many relationships that cannot be salvaged again because there was a matter that was put out on social media.
That was shared.
What happened was you have weaponized the person's enemies. I gave an example here. I've mentioned this a lot of times, and I've given an example of Jay-Z and Beyonce. Those are the two people that nobody ever imagined they will still be together till now.
Yeah.
And I told some people there's a reason. For Jay-Z is a star on his own. Beyonce is a star on his own, on her own. it's not Jay-Z that makes Beyonce rich or famous.
Yeah, nobody makes.
So
another
such
person.
two people,
Yeah.
it was a dangerous. They were supposed to have not even been together for more than 1 month.
True.
Or 2 months.
True.
Yet I can tell you something. There are many times that there was a time that there were rumors that Jay-Z cheated. Did you hear Beyonce comment?
Not
Beyonce never made a
Ah.
comment. Are you getting me?
Yeah.
Go back. I used to say this, and I say it, and some people I say Beyonce is one of the most intentional women on this earth I know. A star of that level. Go and Google Beyonce online.
Little or no controversy about her.
Not only her, that she does not have. You don't know Beyonce's body count.
No.
For a star of that level, Hollywood, their body counts are they smear. Are you understanding me?
I get
That means, but Beyonce was so intentional with her life that you don't know. I'm talking about how they are so discreet that Beyonce's first child. They suspected that she was not even pregnant. That means they kept it so wrapped up. The time that Beyonce is giving birth, I heard Jay-Z cleared over the entire hospital, and everybody who worked on her signed NDA, non-disclosure agreement. Mm-hmm. So when people guard themselves in a relationship like that, it's difficult for people to infiltrate.
True.
Most of the times we are the ones who weaponized, who gave people the axe to destroy our relationship.
True.
I have tried to solve some problems. For example, you and your husband have an issue. Man say it was sexual issue. You come out, go tell some friend, say a man, say that a man so he get problem for that place. Are you understanding what I'm saying?
The person uses it as a weak point.
Now, even when people solve your problem, anytime your man sees that person you talk to, he feels his ego and pride. That's why people say, no, as you don't go access, we go spoil him. Let's be very careful. Discretion has been lost because of this. You are not. You will see people who posted everything. After a while, there are people who have gone and removed post-wedding pictures from their profile page.
I can imagine.
Yes, I've had that. I'm talking as a counselor. Please, this is not. I'm talking about counselor. There were some people that I observed like this before I even contact. I said, what's happening? Before they're like, little bit on N6. I said, yes. I can tell. You get it?
Yeah.
So let's be careful. Let's be careful. Are we saying we should celebrate? I'm sure you maybe have that question. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so no, I don't have a particular question, but this one just came in.
Yes.
And the person says, hello, good evening, Hi TV. It's Junior from Boyer. I love and enjoy your program. Quite interesting. Thank you. I wish to ask if it is proper to check on your fiance's phone, like a tool or mechanism of ensuring trust.
One time.
Okay.
And I said,
true.
I think we talk about this.
Yeah.
I said, for me,
yeah,
avoid your partner's phone. Avoid it.
yeah,
My point about avoiding it is this. Some of you think cheating is the worst thing that can happen.
it's not the worst thing.
Are you understanding what I'm
I
saying?
get you. Yeah, it's not the worst.
Sometimes you don't want to know what that person's sister has said about you. You don't want to know what the mother said. So do you know? For the sake of your peace of mind,
Just
avoid the other person's phone.
avoid it.
Now talking to the other partner now, avoid now also misusing your phone in such a way that your partner hold on, you start get high blood. It's a two-way thing. Are you understand what I'm saying? You start run for bathroom to you will never even leave for me the charge. It's a two-way thing.
Yeah.
I will not touch my partner's phone. But for your own peace also, I'm talking now to the partner.
Yeah.
You should avoid using your phone in such a way that person just take your phone say abeg, man, make call. You just have for this, so make her know. Are you?
Call the person or you wait.
Are you get what
I
I'm
get
saying?
your point.
But because the truth about it is this phone thing, they like to go and do DNA test. Because if you suspect your
the
wife
result that will come out,
and then the woman in the DNA test finally shows that picking, that relationship might not stand again.
it might not.
Are you understanding what I'm
It's going
saying?
to have a different turn.
Yes.
Yeah.
You get it.
I get
One time I think we will talk about it another time. When we talk about DNA test, I was asked a question that if it is you, would you want to know? I said no. I will never. If I've raised up some children, I will not want to know whether which one is my own. That's me for some particular reasons.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this is the point. Avoid Don't think that is the phone. Now put a right to the delete them.
Yeah. Delete. Even the whole posting thing. I mean, people post and block others. And block others.
There are people that have blocked you that you think that they have not posted today. Yes.
The whole contact list.
Yes.
Block and post.
For 24 hours. It's not 24 hours.
It's 24 hours now. So that's not even a means to check on your partner to know whether the partner is cheating
and
or is not cheating.
It's still courtship, not even marriage. The truth there is, where you are not married, you are not married.
Okay.
Where you are not married, you are not married. Even there's some things that I can even, and if for married people I say, okay, it's look, courtship, there is no guarantee.
There is no guarantee.
So avoid certain things. Yes.
Anything can
and also know who you're marrying,
yeah.
because there are people whose professions does not permit you to go through their phone.
True.
You don't have the right.
Imagine going
to a doctor,
even
a lawyer. People have opened a lawyer's phone. People have opened up that they have, because anything somebody tells their lawyer, even the lawyer cannot use it against them.
True. So imagine going through that kind of person's phone. What you start saying, you very soon you go and see information that your friend killed somebody.
It is not. Yes. Even as a pastor,
yeah.
I told they are talking to their pastor. They're not talking to the pastor's wife. It does not concern you.
Yeah.
They're talking to me. They don't talk to you. They'll write you.
They'll write you.
Are you understand what I'm trying to say?
Of course, yeah.
When the president of America is sworn in, they don't swear him and his wife.
They swear just him.
It's not the him and the wife that put up their hands and say, we do so swear. They don't give the nuclear codes to him and his wife.
True.
Are you understanding me? Yeah. If something is happening to the president and he's inside a place with his wife, they go first can carry ye, madam, go hide them.
True.
Not you first. So these are just some realities. I think we have talked about that, and maybe it's something that we can address if people have questions about that.
Okay, this other one says, hello, greetings to you guys in the studio. Please, your program is interesting and educating, but Mr. Love Doctor, please, are we to post our partners or not? Because following your discussion, I think that is a call for concern considering the way my partner goes on with it.
How? I want to understand. How does your partner go on with it?
Justice from Boyer.
I want to understand. I'm confused now. Okay. Let the
person.
Is it justice? Is it?
Yeah, justice.
Justice from Boyer. Tell me how your partner goes about it, because it can be two ways. Is it your partner overposts and over expects you to post, or is it that you are posting and your partner is not posting? Are you understanding me?
Yeah.
I want to know.
Maybe if your partner posts and you don't post, or you post and your partner does not
post. I want to know.
So,
but now let me go back now.
I think we'll just handle it the both ways.
Yes, let me go back now to what I said at the beginning. I already answered this, which anybody can take and customize.
Yeah.
Let me put it this way. I asked you a question. My social media handle is not. Yes, I'm the love doctor. It's normal for people to see things about love.
True.
It's part of my job.
True.
That's my life.
Yeah.
You will not take your space. I've just given you an example.
Yeah, you have.
That imagine we are at a family meeting. There's even a way that you lean on your partner that is disrespectful.
Yeah.
Am I making sense?
Yeah, even the way you talk to them or.
I'm talking about you are playing love. Yeah, it's disrespectful. Because that environment requires a certain formal thing. Yeah. So should people post their partners? I've told you that posting is a way of celebration.
Yeah.
If I can post my mom, I should be able to post my partner, a loved one.
Yeah.
I post my brother, I can also be able to post. But now, my post, even my status, I don't post my wife every day. Are you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
I don't come. Some of these things, let me tell you, there are insecurities that cause this thing. Either some people they even post on for cover ups or another thing. So when they avoid a problem for us.
So when they probably already did.
Some is the ego, and some is marking their territory. Not because they want to say, may any man know. Maybe you're supposed to say, may I cite you and see him. And you get what I'm trying to say. So sometimes it's because of a lack of trust, not even because you overlike it. I'm just saying there are many reasons that these things go about. Yeah. But now put it in this way: if there was no social media, don't we have days that normally we can even sit down and celebrate our partners. For
There-
example,
there
their
are normal
birthdays.
days, yeah.
When we
Their
could gather people and say, what
birthdays,
happened?
special occasions.
What happened? Oh, come and celebrate with me.
Anniversary.
Anniversaries. So there are special occasions.
Yeah.
Or sometimes somebody might even do something nice where you say, oh, thank you,
Yeah.
dear, and all of that. But when it now becomes, I think I have enough things about Christ, about consultancy, about a lot of other things that you should not make. I told you, marriage is not the purpose of life.
It's not.
That relationship should be coming together to do something of value, not just the fact that you are together. You get it?
I get
So there is nothing wrong with posting, but when it becomes a pressure point, when it becomes a deal breaker, something is wrong.
Okay, this other one says, hi, good evening. My name is Lovelyn Tangwa from Douala. Amazing. So what if I post something that concerns me and my partner is not please, I don't understand what that is. Apologies is not okay with it. Apologies for me begging him or concerning privacy. What do? I don't really understand your comments. Please try to make it in such.
Are you saying that you post a meme that your partner does not like?
I think that's what the person is saying. Like maybe she posted a meme. Is it that you posted a meme and then your partner did not like, and then you tried to beg, and then he's not, in accordance, like he doesn't want to forgive you? I think that's where
we have to
the
be
person is
careful.
trying to say.
We have to be careful. I think we have spoken on this platform about a lady whose wedding was cancelled because of a comment she made. That I'm sure maybe she thought it was a joke. I think
I know, right?
She just went under a post. They asked, "Is it about money?"
They say, no. Can you cheat for 50 million?
The person came and said, for 1 million.
She's like, 50 million. Bring 1 million. Bring it down to 1 million, and
Yes.
I'll cheat.
Someone who was
And
about
that's
to get
how
married.
And that's how everything is called up.
Because such a statement
Yeah.
does not affect only you. I've told you people. You see, all of those people laughing at your nasty things you do is because they are not directly connected to you.
Yeah, true.
They say the dance of a madman is only funny when it is not your family member.
True.
When madman they dance naked, you dey laugh now because they are family member. When they are family member, that dance they hurt you.
It hurts.
Are you understanding what I'm saying? Listen, you see all those guys hailing you, Mama, you are beautiful. Shake it, do it. It's your life. Live your life. It's because they are not dating you. That is why guys, when they start getting serious with you, have you not seen guys who are clubbing, smoking shisha, doing this? When the time for marriage reach, they know who they go marry.
They know who to go and pick up.
There are things they are overlooking because they are not planning to settle down with you. No man in their right senses will allow their wife be dancing braless on TikTok. Nobody.
But there are people who actually do that. Some of them, they are
When I
partners
say-
do it with them.
Look, attention seekers.
Okay.
These are the things we get that some people that they do their monetization of their channel.
Yeah. They call themselves content creators.
Yes. Listen, like I said, everything we say here, there must be some 1 or 2 exceptions.
True.
Are you understanding what I'm saying? Just like suppose that I never marry soldier, but people don't marry soldiers every day.
Yeah.
Are you getting me?
I get
Are
you.
people not marry pilots and people who are in the ship, who will be in sea for 4 months, 5 months? These are realities.
Yeah.
So my point is this: few people can take. You will hear plus Rihanna. Now some small boy that is small brother. Rihanna say, if I dress and this boy does not like it, I change my dressing.
Okay.
Are you understanding what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is why marriage is not a joke. Let's stop behaving as if you cannot. If you like, listen to me, there is nothing wrong with being single. Hear me. Being single is not a crime. Stop moving around and looking for deliverance. There's no deliverance from single. It means that we will deliver was Jesus and Paul. No, there is no problem with being single. But marriage is not for people who like single life. There is a kind of life you cannot live in a relationship. If you want to stay independent of somebody's influence over your life, don't enter a relationship.
True. Okay, let's quickly talk about this one because we are running behind time. So What do you think about insecurity emanating from social media due to maybe a post? For example, you see maybe somebody comes and posts online about them being single whereas they are married, and maybe their partners don't feel comfortable about this, and others, I mean, there are terrible posts that it's not really funny. Imagine you coming to post online that maybe about an extravagant gift that was given to a lady, and you come and wrote on your own page, that means me are the following a stone or are the following a rubber. If I be tree, may they carry me go for it. These are things that we do jokingly, and these are things that we just play around.
Can I tell you
with
something?
it. But I think it should have an impact. So what do you think about insecurity emanating from some of these posts?
I don't want to approach it from insecurity.
Okay.
I'm looking at myself.
Okay.
I don't want to approach it from insecurity.
All right.
Yes, are there people who are insecure? Yes. Are you getting me?
Yeah.
But insecurity should come from an unnecessary reaction.
Okay.
Or an exaggerated reaction.
Okay.
Where there was no call for concern, but you are trying to see the concern.
Then.
Are you getting me?
And you're trying to put a consent.
To put a concern. But listen.
Yeah.
Some of these things that these people are saying that they were joking was not a joke. They want passing some information. They don't have a person. I cannot take it lying down that you go and appreciate somebody's gift and make a mockery of your own life. Are you getting me?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something that happened. I was discussing, we're preparing food, right?
Yeah.
We're preparing food for an occasion.
Okay.
So I was with my dad. So we divided the food.
Okay.
I was the one giving out roles.
Okay.
So we gave the food to, permit me say, to A to cook,
Okay.
and to B to
B
cook.
to
So the other people came and another person was like telling my dad that I would have preferred to do but the other food and stuff like that. What do you think? Try to ask whether they can swap.
Okay.
So when they got to me, for some reason I said no. As I've said it, let it be so. So my dad was like, "How go do go tell now say?" Like try to explain why I don't want to swap. So he was like, "Should I just say that I've already bought the things?"
Okay.
I said, "Should I say that? No. Fine. If I say me you cook the other one because they don't know how to cook the other one for you." I told my dad, "Don't try that kind of thing. Why are you belittling yourself because you want to boost another person's ego?"
Okay.
Are you getting me?
I get you.
Whether you like it or not, hands are not the same. Whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
So you cannot be comparing but the gifts up and down. You cannot be comparing but trips up and down.
Yeah, some people carry what they see on social media and bring to their relationship. Do you want to buy this shoe? Buy me this shoe. Buy me the bag. Buy me the.
So,
when
when they cannot say it directly like that,
Yeah.
they go to memes.
Yeah, they go to memes now.
Because you know that in our generation,
We go to memes. Let me put it like that.
when
We
people
all
don't
of
want to
us
say
go to
directly,
memes.
they start going to memes.
Yeah,
Are you understand? Memes are created by people
yeah,
who also have their issues.
Yeah, actually.
Are you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who some don't even know what they're talking about. So people now use memes for indirect talk. You will see people who go to their status to talk to somebody what is disturbing them instead of just talking to the person.
And you hear some then they'll write and then just leave it there. And then some of them are so dull to say to who it may concern or no comments. But you have written something, but you say no comments
I don't
or to
think
who it may concern.
a boy or girl who reacts to such idiotic statements is
Yeah.
overreacting.
Okay.
For me, that's your mind talking. Your status should reflect your mindset. Your status should reflect your values. Your status should reflect your job, recommendations, commendations. It should reflect your life.
Okay.
Are you understanding me?
Yeah, I
it should
get you.
reflect your life. Don't tell me say that's why I did me. Yes, are you understanding me?
Yeah.
It should. Yes, there's some people that are more vibrant on social media because it's their job, whatever.
Yeah.
But don't use social media anyhow. Be intentional about it. Don't come and say that they are not understanding me. They are misunderstanding me. Because whatever you show us is what we'll take.
True.
So don't show me something and say, don't see it.
Close your eyes.
Yes.
It
No.
cannot work. Okay, so I think we'll take this last comment before we close the program. This one says, "Good evening. What if the person you're in a relationship does not have your time and spends more time doing videos and on social media and yet claims to love you? Hey, Papa.
Mama or na
Na
papa or na
mama.
which
The
one?
person never gave an answer, a name. Please always tag your name or where you're watching us from.
I get the person's point. Maybe this
Why am I
person,
feeling like this is a man? I don't know.
maybe this person, you see somebody who is very, maybe is active on social media,
Yeah.
but has never been active with anything that concerns you.
Yeah.
You dare inside one chance.
Oh my God.
It's simple. Listen, if people don't want to be identified with you, take note, I've already brought a balance here.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about people who are clingy and want to show the world that they are there to
Yeah.
mark their territory. But if you can post the things that matter to you on your social media, at least once in a while, if I matter, I will pop up.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I should be there every day.
Yeah.
Are you getting me?
Yeah.
But now, don't also say that somebody is doing video every day while the person love you. That's the person.
They are gay friend, actually TikToker. I'm just feeling like it's a man, oh, because now, yeah,
That,
it should be
look,
a man.
there are some
I
people
don't know.
that TikTok for you is social media. That's all for them is their office.
Actually,
Are you getting
the
me?
people who are making money
Yes.
from content creation. I mean, lots of money, like a lot of.
Do you know
money.
that?
Yeah.
Do you know as a consultant? Do you know that places that if a woman enters and immediately just start flaunting that she's married, some doors close.
It's not even that. Do you know it will close?
Good. So that's why you should know who you are with.
Yeah.
If not, you will unnecessarily be insecure. I think both of you need some counseling. Sometimes this thing is not just black or white.
Yeah.
I think it needs some balances.
Yeah, true. Okay, so thank you so much, Love Doctor. I think we're just going to give a run-off before we leave of some of those things that we should not do on social media. I mean, a better way as partners in a relationship, a better way for people to handle social media.
Don't criticize your partner directly or indirectly on social media. Don't do it. Especially when people know about your relationship. When you talk indirectly, everybody knows what you're talking about.
True.
Don't correct your partner through social media. Don't do indirect speech. If there is something, sit down and talk.
Don't write me my
No.
expecting to understand.
Don't be writing me and expecting to understand. No.
I expect her to understand.
Use social media to appreciate and celebrate. Use social media to commend and recommend. Use social media to enhance and publicize what you like, not publicize what you don't like. This is another trap.
Yeah.
A lot of time people, especially Africa or this Cameroon, we are more prone to shout at the rooftop about what is not working. You understand? We publicize negativity. For example, it's easier for us to say events don't start early and you list 10 events that did not start early than celebrating the one that started early.
Yeah.
Are you getting what I'm saying?
get you.
So let's use it. Use social media to have a true reflection of yourself, and let it also shows your limit. Let social media also reflect your boundaries.
Yeah.
Because, and last advice, just know this: never put something out on social media and think you still have control over it. You don't have control over what you put on social media.
True.
So once it's out there, you have control. Even if it's a nice picture you put out there, we will use it. They will use it and make caricature. Anything you put out on social media, you don't have control over it. So this should make you value discretion and be careful what you put out there, because like I said, the internet does not forget. There are things you will do now you thought people have forgotten that screenshot, and they are waiting for you. Fear also any partner in a relationship that whenever you have problem, you see the person remove screenshot of 6 months and 1 year ago that they kept for that situation. Run away from such a person. That prepares your attack before they had opportunity to attack you. You're supposed to say, I kept this thing. I've been noticed on the day we go talk that rubbish. This is it. All of that. Be afraid of such persons.
Yeah.
That's a red flag in a relationship.
Thank you so much. It has been an interesting one, I must say. I'm sure you're already digesting what you gathered today on the show. And yes, that is how we bring it on Meet the Love Doctor program. We get to talk about pertinent issues on Meet the Love Doctor program, issues that have to do with heart, and also to make sure that we keep your mental health in tact. It's very, very important because some of these things are saying soon.
Yes, before we greet our technical crew.
Okay.
Yes, remember, I am Apostle Left for Divine, and if you are in or around Boya, in and around the Southwest, and you would love to fellowship, or you would love to meet me, we have amazing programs, amazing services, amazing events that we create for emotional intelligence, for mental health, for spiritual growth, whatever it is. We have training programs, purpose-driven schemes. In fact, where the School of Purpose, the July-August cohort is beginning on Sunday.